All right, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Adair County, parts of Adair County. Severe weather coverage right now on the Storm Alert Weather Center, brought to you by Fireworks Overlay Cumberland. We appreciate the sponsorship. We're getting our information now that a storm warning is in effect for the central part of Adair County. Again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the central part of Adair County. Keith, would you care to notify the fire department and advise them of this? We do work side by side with the Adair Weather Command. Just advise them that the central part of Adair is under a warning. Again, severe thunderstorm warning for Adair County. This storm is also in effect for Greene and Tyler County as well. And this is part of that line that's moved through that we were talking about, where the special weather statement was issued. The communities affected by this storm include Columbia, Cane Valley, Nifley, Peloton, and the breeding community. If you're in the path of the storm, you should seek shelter immediately. It's still not in Adair County, but it is likely. WX1 293. 293, 297. Adair County is under severe storm warning. All right. We have to keep the fire department and everybody advised. We do run a dual team here between advise him at this point. 60 miles per hour wind gusts is the main threat, and up to 3/4 inch in diameter hail. 60 mile an hour winds and hail up to 3/4 of an inch in diameter.
We're expecting 3/4 inch hail with this sail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts.
Uh, 60 mile an hour wind gust and hail 3/4 inch in diameter is possible. All right, a lot of stuff going on here in the Weather Center, but that is part of it. We have a storm warning in effect for Greene and Taylor and Adair County, and that's all part of this this line of. This is all part of this cell that's moving. Just from Munfordville over to Greene and Taylor County into the central part of Adair County. The yellow box is the polygon for the special weather statement that we were speaking about a little bit ago. Keith, any information?
Not yet. I haven't. No, I haven't received anything yet.
All right. All right, severe weather coverage does continue this afternoon and evening here from the Storm Alert Weather Center. I'd like to remind folks, if you're outside, if you can hear thunder, you are at risk of being struck by lightning. You need to also hit the share button on your Facebook and share this video. And here's the reason being. Facebook limits the number of viewers that we have. They restrict that. When you share it, it allows other people to pick up on what we're doing in our weather coverage. So what you're doing now is hit the share button and let everybody know what is going on. That we have a weather coverage and that there are severe warnings here in the area. Hit the like and share. That's very, very important. It's not promoting us, it's promoting the severe weather coverage that we offer. Hit the like and share buttons, especially the share, and let people know that we are doing live coverage. And we do have, again, a severe thunderstorm warning for Adair County. That's mainly the central northern part of the county. That would include Cane Valley, Columbia, Pelleton, up through the Keltner community, Nifley, and those are the regions that are in line for potential for severe storm that's moving out of Greene and Taylor County. So again, Adair County under a warning, and we're seeing a large cell, a large line of thunderstorms between Bowling Green and Horse Cave that's moving to the east, still under this yellow polygon box, and that's the box that's flashing there that you see. That is the box that is showing the strong thunderstorms. And it's very likely, Keith, that we would have a warning issued very soon for at least Barron County and probably Metcalf within the next little while, within the next 15 minutes or so. We should see some type of upgrade as that storm moves through that area. Keith?
Of course, we discussed this earlier about this line of storms developing, a couple of hours ago, and pretty much on cue, later on, you see this line starting to get severe, and this is the end result with all this unstable.
Well, one thing I want to say to the people out there that we're dealing with, we're going to bring the radar back up. I just wanted to encourage people to like and share. I do want to say a big thank you. We went from 3 shares to 25, 3 shares to 25, and that is very good. And that's the reason that we put that out there. Like and share, that way people will know what is going on, that we have severe weather in the area, and Adair County is under that severe thunderstorm warning. That warning is in effect now. They have, let's see, I didn't think they had canceled that special weather statement, but they have not. The warning continues for Adair County. Again, those regions, Columbia, Cane Valley, Pelleton, that's where the storm warning is. Nifley, and right now the storm should be entering the extreme western part of Adair County, and some of the areas that are impacted include the Kemp Road, Portland Road, the Keltner Mill Ridge Road, Carter Keltner, the Greensburg Road 61 Sulphur Springs, and the Cane Valley Mill Road. All there, if you are around the Adams Ridge and the old Portland Road, we're watching this cell just to your west, probably in an impressive shelf cloud that's moving into Adair County. If you are outdoors, you're likely to see that. And this is the path of the storm as it moves through. Continuing to watch a very heavy, strong thunderstorm there in Barron County around Glasgow. The storm continues to move to the east. And again, the warning continues over in the northern part of Adair County. Keith?
Yeah, I've been watching here just for the last few minutes, and the heaviest part of this cell is to the south of Greensburg. That is the heaviest activity I see in that area. And
go ahead, Keith.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Then, like he was mentioning earlier here just a minute ago, I had a feeling that this was going to happen with this system right here. This line was forming earlier. This was going to be the end result of this. So you have to be prepared. Just be heads up and keep us tuned in here right now. We'll keep you updated on this.
All right. Someone asked if there had been a tornado confirmed near Stanford. I have not received one. Any confirmation on a tornado in Stanford at all. One of the things that I forgot to do that we could be getting information on now, let's see, is some of the National Weather Service chat. We really don't have a whole lot of information. Receiving a lot of reports of cloud to ground lightning strikes there in parts of Floyd and Clark County up around Indiana. Not a lot being reported at this moment.
I know several people that lives in Lincoln County. I'm going to try to get in touch with them here and see if I can find out some information if anything's going on in that area.
If you have any reports you would like to make there from Casey or Lincoln or Garrett County, feel free to do so. Again, the storms are continuing to advance into the Green River area, impacting Adair County. Adair County under a severe thunderstorm warning. And I know a lot of people are asking, what about Clinton? What about Cumberland? Clinton County, nothing really going on there. Wayne County, pretty much the same, some rain in Pulaski County. But the main concern that we have now is that storm warning for Adair County, and looks like the tornado warning that the tornado warning there for Crab Orchard over in Garrett County still has not been issued farther to the east, but it is approaching the 75 corridor just to the south of Berea. And then, of course, we're watching this storm and the storm cells over in Glasgow, just to the east of I-65. The severe thunderstorm watch is expected to expire at 8 o'clock, and Keith, I hope it does for the people. At least if it's 8 o'clock, they may be able to
get back to fireworks.
Get back to their
4th of July celebration.
Their celebration. That would be true. And we do again encourage people to hit the like and share buttons, especially the share, because that gets the word out. Facebook does limit us on what we can do. I went on with that last post that we had that would allow our video or our graphics to be shared and to be what they call that, boosted.
Yes.
And they said we will review that and we'll let you know within 24 hours. Well, I don't have time for that. It'll be too late in 24 hours to see whether they will be reviewed or not.
I see the fireworks in Junction City are rescheduled for tomorrow night, July the 3rd, due to the severe weather that just moved through there earlier. So no fireworks in Junction City tonight.
So there you have it, folks. The leading edge of the storm in Adair County is yet to make it into Adair. Still at Greene and Taylor County. But we do have a storm warning in effect for Adair County. Nothing going on at this point, but we do have the storm warning for there. Keith?
I'm scrolling through my Facebook page right now trying to find some information, and from one of my good friends, Karen Luttrell. I got a photo in Mercer County of looks like about baseball size hail. That was in Mercer County at about 7:55 p.m.
So that was in Mercer County.
Well, let's see. Hold on here a second. Let me follow up on this a little bit more.
All right, so Keith has a picture there that shows hail that's been reported. Hail that's been reported. Yeah, just ask her to confirm that we're.
Oh, okay, it's. I just confirmed it. It's marble sized.
Oh, okay, marble size.
Marble sized hail.
Marble sized hail. I didn't
Yes.
think we had
I didn't think.
what the old Reed Timmer would say, gorilla hail. I didn't think we had that.
So they had some marble sized hail in apparently Harrodsburg earlier.
All right, so we have again a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Adair County. Some things blown around, and again, folks, that cell is still not in the county. The storm warning that's in effect for Adair County will be allowed to expire. This is in effect until 8 p.m. Central Time, and another 30 minutes, and it still hasn't reached the area. Keith?
Yeah, I've just noticing back in Bowling Green and into the Glasgow area, I've noticed these storms have started to intensify here in the last several minutes here. So I won't be surprised if severe thunderstorm warning won't be issued for this area, which
Well, there we go.
we'll see what this is all about.
And we have a storm warning should be in effect for Glasgow and Edmonton, I believe.
Kentucky has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Laurel County,
That's
northwestern Pulaski County, west central Jackson County.
Now that would be for the Jackson area. We are really watching the sail there in Barron County, and the one even over toward Bowling Green. I think the sail that's in Bowling Green would probably impact more of Brownsville up in Edmonson County. I believe that would move out of the area now. We see that storm between Bowling Green and Glasgow moving across the region. Clouds beginning to darken. I don't know how long they've been dark. I just have kind of looked at the tower cam and outside the door. I've been focused on the radar, but clouds are beginning to darken here in the Lake Cumberland area. Russell Springs, nothing. So if you're watching today, please hit the share button. We have problems with Facebook not allowing all of our people to see the videos, and they will limit the number of people that can be seen.
WX2 to 297. I was just checking to see what visual you had in your area right now.
Okay, so we're getting reports there in Adair County from the Adair Weather Command. What's Keith? Give us a little report on what Chief Harvey has to say. Chief of Breeding Fire Department. You were on the radio there with him.
He said it was just a 10-mile-an-hour wind right now, as just about a few seconds ago, and just cloudy right now.
So basically nothing at this point for Adair County. The storms are just right at the leading edge of Greene and Adair County, slowly making its way into the county. So one thing that we would mention, and Dwayne Coffey made a good point. Said, remember everyone, the other night there was no siren sounded when the tornadoes hit. I want I want to step up on my soapbox for a moment, and I want to preach for just a minute. After I answer this question about Laurel County.
Daniel, I'm going to interrupt you here. I think we just got a severe thunderstorm warning issued for Glasgow and Edmonton, I do believe.
Well, they've extended that. I don't think it's a warning. I think it's a special weather statement.
Oh, is that what that is?
For wind gusts at 50 miles per hour. We're still going to watch that storm. Laurel County, the storm warning for Laurel County, the northwestern part, is in effect until 9 Eastern, 8 Central. About another 25 minutes or so from there. Laurel County under a storm warning. There, including the I-75 corridor. Now, we're watching the situation real close, but I want to explain something. And all right, so I'll talk about the sirens here in just a second. But people says, we know that Dwayne Coffey says the sirens did not go off the other night. I want to get on my preacher's box, and I want to tell you folks, and I want y'all to listen. Back a long time ago, I was an advocate, and I begged for sirens to be placed in this county. There's never enough funding, no money to do it, but we have them now, and I'm not bashing anybody that works on them or the fact that we have them, but I want to explain something. Do not depend upon the outdoor warning sirens for protection. And here's the reason. They're World War II technology, and not just in Russell County, but all across the United States. Storms happen, and they do not activate for whatever reason, whether they're not turned on, whether they're not functioning properly, or anything of the sorts. Get the siren mentality out of your mind and stop putting faith and confidence in those sirens. They're not meant to warn you inside your house. They're meant to warn you outside. But even if you're warned outside, they still may not go off. If the wind's blowing, if a train goes by, if a jet goes over, if you have an air compressor running or your air conditioning running, whatever, it may mask that, and you may not hear it anyway. Tornado warning sirens are for the outdoors, but they're unpredictable. Get you an app on your phone. Activate the WEA weather alerts, get you a NOAA weather radio, get you a tornado alert device, and that way you will be informed when things happen. The sirens are not meant to wake you up. When the tornado went through Sunday night in Jamestown last Sunday night, everybody was in the bed asleep. Everybody was in the bed asleep, and I've been wanting to talk, and I love the opportunity to tell my story. And Melanie, I'm not directing anything directly at you, but it is very, very sad to think that people down south in Alabama and Georgia and Louisiana, folks, I follow the weather, and I hear of the sad stories about people dying because they were killed in a tornado. They didn't have any type of warning. They depended upon the siren, and the siren didn't wake them up. And folks, we have a problem. A siren mentality is not going to get the job done. And I mean, folks, it's serious business. Don't depend on the siren. Forget that they were even there. Get you a weather radio, get you a tornado alert device, get you a good app on your phone, and go on down the road. But please, don't depend on the sirens. I mean, please don't do it. So, and I'm not preaching to anybody that may have them, people that operate them, people that run them. You know, that's their business. I'm strictly anti-siren because you never know if they're going to work, and they're only meant for the outdoors. Pay no attention to them. I mean, well, if you hear them, take action. But what I'm saying is get something that is reliable for your weather protection. All right. Keith, you want to take up an offering after that?
Well, I guess a person could.
It's just one of them things that just bugs me to no end. You know, and I think about what if someone were to be killed in a storm and they could come back and say, well, the siren didn't go off. You know, gosh, people, we can do better than that. 20 minutes till 8 o'clock, and we have another storm warning another warning that's been issued. And this will be for Jackson.
Thunderstorm warning for northwestern Alstate County.
All right, so that'll be for eastern Kentucky. Still watching that storm moving into Edmonton. And again, Adair County under the warning. Keith, it's taken a long time for that storm to make its way into Adair County.
Yes, it has. It's like it's in slow motion. Like I mentioned last Sunday night, it's like it took forever for it to get through the area at that time also. And it looks like it's about the same thing here.
Well, Dwayne Coffey and Angela Hargis have made my night tonight. One of them says, I felt the spirit, and one said we might need an altar call after that. And what app do I suggest for tornadoes? Your phone should be able to have the WEA alerts. You can go to your phone provider, and they can help you with that. The WEA alerts. Now, remember, those only activate for tornado warnings and the high-end severe thunderstorm warnings where I believe it's 80-mile-an-hour winds and hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter. So the base thunderstorm warnings that you get, it will not activate for those. But if you are in your home, if you're inside, that's where you need to be. Nothing for Russell County, Dustin. That's where you need to be. In fact, during the storm warning the other night, even though we had a tornado tag for it, everybody was in their safe place if they had a warning device. And Keith, I talked to a lot of people. I was there in that damage. A lot of people. And 90% of them said, we didn't know anything was coming.
Yeah. I mean, I took a little bit of a tour on my motorcycle down through that area last night in Jamestown, and I got to see the damage, that you had videos and photos of, and, you get there and you look around and it's surreal. You get to see that for yourself for real, and it lets you know what tornadoes can do. And you need to have, like Daniel said earlier, you need to have your weather radio to where you can get that information in a tornado alert.
Well, we have, again, the storm watch in effect until 8 Central Time, and we'd like for you to like and share, especially hit the share button on your on this broadcast to get the word out. And, I don't mean to be critical about this, about the deal about the sirens, but, I take that to heart. I'm a very strong believer in tornado preparations and having everything in order. I mean, of course, I don't have a lot of the apps on my phone because, I'm in the middle of it. I know about it before. I don't need those. But for people who are laying in bed asleep at the night, they do need to have some type of warning, Keith. And that would be, the Weather Service radar or radio and the tornado alert device. Here's the situation that happened a couple of days ago in Indianapolis, Indiana with my first cousin. They had a massive storm came from west to east. Her tornado alert alerted to a severe storm, and she had simply forgotten about it going off. She went outside to do something and was nearly blown away. She said, I didn't realize that it was that close. And Crystal, that's good. You live by the school in Columbia. The sirens always go off. I mean, that is all good and well. I mean, if you can hear those, but I would encourage you not to put faith and confidence in those. Perrington, Texas. Now I do my math. I do my math work. Perrington, Texas. Power knocked out the storm, the tornado warning sirens, and of course it was in the middle of the night. The power knocked out the sirens, and no one heard those. I mean, even though they should have in the house anyway, but power knocked them out, and people. I think there were some people killed there in Perrington, Texas, a few weeks ago. Russell County, nothing at this point. Keith?
Yeah, it seems like the storm there in part of Adair County's calmed down somewhat from what it was there earlier. It just looks like the one back around, what is it there, Glasgow is a little bit more intense than the one that's coming into Adair County right now.
And the good thing about it, we've noticed, like between Franklin and Scottsville, they have removed the threat for or that special weather statement. Yeah. They've removed that. You can see that's gone off. The storm warning continues for Adair County, and then we're watching that cell in over in Edmonton, Metcalfe, and Barron County. We're watching that. The warning for Adair County will expire in 14 minutes. About 8 o'clock is when that warning will expire. Russell County, nothing. Adair or Albany down in Clinton County is nothing. Rain in Monticello, nothing in Burkesville, and at the current time, nothing but rain in northern Casey County. Keith?
All back to the west, out by Paducah and everything, out that direction, it's pretty much cleared out in that area. So once we get through this line here, we should be done for the evening here in the next while.
All right, so we do have an extension. We do have an extension of let's see. We have an extension of the severe thunderstorm watch. This will be in effect until 9 p.m. Well, I'm struggling with the old computer. Let's see. The severe thunderstorm watch 431 previously in effect until 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central this evening, is now in effect until 9 p.m. for the following areas, until 9 p.m. Central. So another hour has been added to the severe thunderstorm watch. Another hour has been added to the severe thunderstorm watch, and that would include areas from Bowling Green across to Adair, Russell, Casey, Clinton, and Cumberland County, Greene, and Taylor. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm watch. That severe thunderstorm watch is in effect until 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. That would include Casey, Greene, Hart, Lincoln, Logan, Taylor, Adair, Allen, Barron, Clinton, Cumberland, Edmondson, Metcalfe, Monroe, Russell, Simpson, Warren, and a partridge in a pear tree. So there you have it, Keith.
We do got a special weather statement that's been issued by the National Weather Service. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of central Bryan, southwestern Adair, and central Metcalfe counties until 8 o'clock Central Daylight Time. At 7:34 Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Glasgow, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. There would be hazardous of wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Daniel?
All right, so I don't know, is that are that sirens outside?
Yeah, they're going to out East 80 there.
Okay. All righty. So sirens in the background and severe weather in Adair County. So
Yes.
we're going to watch this cell. That's the storm warning for Adair is in effect until 8 o'clock Central. That will be another 10 minutes or so from now. Just a quick recap of counties. Casey County, nothing at this point. Pulaski County, nothing. Russell County, nothing. Rain in Monticello. Some showers in Clinton County. Pretty clear in Cumberland County as well. We're watching the cell in between Glasgow and Edmonton moving into Adair County. Could produce some heavy rainfall and wind gusts up to, 50 miles per hour?
Yes.
So that is a strong thunderstorm moving into Adair County. Been kind of slow getting there, but it's eventually making it. The new track for the cell that's going into Casey County. If you are in Clementsville, Yosemite, the Bread of Life, Liberty, Windsor, and Kane Store, those are some of the areas that would be affected by that storm if it continues to hold together. And again, that's part of that cell down in Edmonton, Glasgow. That's Metcalfe and Barron County.
Daniel, I've got a question from a viewer here. Angela Hargis says, how are the sirens triggered? Are they automatically triggered by the National Weather Service warnings?
Yes.
Or does someone in emergency management do it?
The National Weather Service will issue a storm or a tornado warning, and then the dispatch or 911 center will hit the button to activate the sirens. And here's the thing about it. Let's say that, and I'm all pro 911. I'm not bashing anybody, so nobody can go off on a tangent with that. But let's say that you're on the phone and you're working by yourself, and you're on the phone giving CPR instructions to somebody, or you have a bad wreck that you're working, and you've got ambulances, you've got fire, you've got police, you've got phone calls out the wazoo, and you have a tornado warning, and then you're expected to get up and go through the protocol to activate those sirens. And so how is that going to play out every time? You never know. I mean, there's times when you may, through the whole scope of things, you might actually forget to go up and to turn those sirens on. And that and this absolutely, Kim is used to be a dispatcher. She knows those are all absolutely true scenarios. And I'm not bashing anybody. If they don't, if they don't work, I'm not going to accuse anybody of not doing their job. I've been behind the microphone in 911, and I know exactly what it's like when there's a bad accident or something's going on, you're talking to a suicidal person on the phone, and then the tornado sirens need to be activated, and you have to figure out which one you're going to do. And if you leave that suicidal person on the phone for even 2 seconds, to activate the sirens and come back to a dead line, folks, I'm just saying, we have better ways of doing things, and that's called a weather radio and a tornado alert device, and that's what I want to get over to people. We do not need to put our dependence in and trust into a weather siren. Absolutely do not. And I appreciate your patience tonight. I appreciate your patience tonight concerning that. I know I've sounded like a preacher, but I take passion in this, and I want to make sure that people have the right information. Don't depend on those sirens. Forget about them because they're not credible. We're watching now, Keith, the cell that's moving out of Metcalfe County into Adair County, moving into Gradyville community. No warning yet issued, but the Weather Service has indicated as this line of storms move through, Weather Service indicating wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour are possible with that storm as it's moved out of Metcalfe, moving into Adair County.
I have got a photo, on my Facebook page. I asked anybody if anybody or anyone had any photos of, any storms or anything in the Lincoln County area, and one of my friends, Debbie Ernst, sent me a photo when the tornado warning was issued. Her and her dog is in the closet at that time. She sent me a photo, so she wasn't able. She done that. That was a very wise thing that she did. Got into safest central part of her home to, So she sent me that photo just a few minutes ago.
So it shows that people are there. Yes, Angela, you are exactly right. You're exactly right, and I appreciate that comment. It is just amazing in this world of technology that there is still a human element to set off the sirens. And thank you for saying that. And you are exactly 100% right. Now, if you'd have called on me a few years ago and said that, I'd be like, nah. We need the sirens. We need them on every street corner. We need them by our schools. We need them by our churches. We need them by down this road and that road. Put up the sirens. You realize how much that it costs to maintain those?
I'd say quite a bit.
It's a lot of money every year to maintain those. And I'm not talking about just our area. I'm talking about wherever they put them up. Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Idaho, I don't know.
All right.
We have another warning now that's been issued, and that would be another warning out of Jackson, Kentucky, and it's out of our coverage area. But the storm warning for Adair County is going to expire here in about 2 minutes from now. This is the one. It's kind of odd that it's expiring before it even gets here. We've still got activity back to the west, and again, that cell that's over in Edmonton that will be moving into the central part of Adair County still showing wind gusts 45 to 50 miles per hour. So now the storm warning has been allowed to expire, and the weather beginning to move, that cell moving from Edmonton into Adair County, but there's no warning in effect for that. And we're going to go ahead and say that, the storm warning or the storm watch will continue until 10 or 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern for our area. But as of the 8 o'clock hour this evening, there are no warnings in effect. We're going to sit here and for just a moment Okay, but do you realize the lives that could save if we all had them? If we had what, a tornado siren? I don't know. I don't know the logic behind that because, Rita, here's the thing. If we would have to put a tornado siren in everybody's backyard, and it's old, antique, outdated technology, and you can go to Walmart and buy a weather radio for $35 and get the same warnings that we're getting here, get you a tornado alert weather device. We were 1 hour ahead of last Sunday night when the tornado hit. We were 1 hour ahead talking about a tornado risk. We gave 1 hour notice. The Weather Service came up 30 minutes later with a severe storm warning and a tornado risk possible, or tornado possible. They gave 30 minutes heads up warning for that tornado. People in the bed, they wouldn't have heard the sirens. We were an hour. The Weather Service was 30 minutes ahead of that storm indicating a tornado. We were the only ones, the only broadcasting people in this area that was talking about a possible tornado headed toward Jamestown at 10:30. And the Weather Service gave it at 11:01, and the storm hit at 11:30. Kudos to the Weather Service for allowing people 30 minutes of warning. But Rita, talk about it saving lives. It's going to cost more because what if that 911 operator is busy on a very critical emergency? What are we going to do? It's not the 911 operator's fault. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do. And honestly, if I was given CPR instructions or trying to get information on a car crash or a holdup or an officer in pursuit or something, that's going to be priority to me, and that's going to be priority to anybody else in emergency services work. If you really want to prepare yourself, get you a NOAA weather radio, tornado alert device. Make sure your WEA, that's wireless emergency alert. Make sure those are activated on your phone, and be prepared when bad weather moves through. We're reporting power flickering in Adair County out past the Gradyville community of western Adair County. Keith, not a whole lot to report at this moment, according to radar.
No, the thunderstorm that's over Edmonton is the strongest part of this system as of right now that I see. It's up to the north of Edmonton right now, moving to the east-northeast.
All right, so it's 8:02. I'm gonna check my messages out here.
The only thing that we have any severe thunderstorm warnings as of right now are off to our east, on the east side of Mount Vernon. So that's the only thing we have in the States. No.
But if you have outdoor activities, we're watching a cell down in Burkesville over in Cumberland County. We're watching that cell moving into Cumberland County, Burkesville. This is going to be the trend for the next little while. And honestly think the tornado threat is pretty low at this point. Severe threat, it's mediocre at this point. But we can expect some showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe as we make our way into the evening. So there you have it. Severe weather coverage from the Storm Alert Center 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. Keith, thank you for joining me tonight, and we do be appreciating everything that you do. My good cousin Kim said I will be purchasing a weather radio after experiencing an F1 in my neighborhood last Sunday night. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. So, with I guess that's going to wrap it up. We will
We're going to sit here and monitor this.
we'll monitor this for a few minutes, and then if may not go back on live unless we start seeing some widespread. I can do a lot of the alerts through my phone and just point the counties and whatever. Now we do have another. We may be here for a little bit longer. Now we have Russell, Casey, Clinton, Cumberland, Adair, Casey County, all in the special weather statement. Strong storms impacting the area. Winds in the excess of 40 miles per hour. And this will be for all of this region. All of Russell County, northern Clinton County, most of Burkesville, Cumberland County, all of Adair County, and the most part of Casey County. So we're going to take a break, and as soon as let's see. All right. Yeah, we've got a couple of pictures being shown here. Got on Facebook. Okay, my good friend Moretta Garner down from the lower end of the county. This was at 6:44. That's been a little bit ago. It shows a picture of a rainbow down in the southern part of the county. So this is what we have going on. We're going to take a break. We'll be back if a warning is started to be issued. And again, this is a special weather statement for much of Casey, all of Adair, Russell, northern Clinton, Cumberland County. And that is all in response to this cell that we've been talking about. We've been watching around Glasgow and Edmonton. We'll continue to monitor the weather situation. Don't forget, severe weather coverage tonight has been brought to you by the fine folks at Fireworks over Lake Cumberland. We appreciate their dedication, and we appreciate all of our listeners and followers here from the Storm Alert Weather Center, your weather authority